All right, crucial moments in the markets, folks. Has Bitcoin topped 112K? Remember who's been calling for 112K, 113K? Just to be clear here, I never said this would be the bull market top. I want to say that again. I never said this is the top or a double top or something. I'm saying that's what the market's thinking, and that's what everyone suspects could happen. I've always said I lean towards a blow off top. I can never say 100%. I can never say 100% blow off top. But I think the biggest probability is the blow off top. The 113K, 112K resistance or pullback that I've been calling for is for a small pullback. Small pullback, something like not even like 10%. So for example, this is the chart I've been showing. We've been on this rising trend line, and I've been saying, look, once we broke the neckline here, it was headed to 73K. We got 74, pretty close. And then I said this line's going to break sometime these 2 weeks. It broke within like 1 week, and of me saying so. And now I've been saying for the last 2 weeks that I think we should probably not get past this 101K area. And folks already know the reason why. It's because of a big part of the reason why is because of the funding rates. And here it is. So because it's been mostly green, there's not much profit for the exchanges to smash it down. There's not much profit for the exchanges to smash it down. So there are two forces in the markets. Before it was mainly the exchanges like Binance that are in control. And now you have two forces. Basically, you have the buyers like MicroStrategy, like the Wall Street ETFs like BlackRock, and you also have exchanges like Binance. But the problem is this. Now, the exchanges don't want to smash prices down because everyone's short. If prices do crash, then people who are shorting right now make a lot. Some of those guys are on 100x, 50x. Like a 10% drop could be like a 10x gain for some of those guys. So exchanges don't want it to go down. But, however, now there's another bigger force in the market, or a formidable force in the market, and that's MicroStrategy. That's especially the Wall Street ETFs like BlackRock. They can sell Bitcoin because that's not futures flow, that's spot trading flow. And what are they influenced by? Well, they're influenced by the SP 500. They're influenced by basically the macro economy of where the economy is going. We've had lots of big news over the last couple of days, and it's interesting to look at this chart because remember, folks, we've just had Trump's tariffs been declared illegal, my friends. So where will the markets go once we have some news as big as that? Because remember, the Federal Reserve wants to cut interest rates, but the Federal Reserve is not cutting interest rates because Trump keeps on doing these tariffs. And now the tariffs being declared illegal. So what's going to happen next? Before I answer those important questions, first let's answer which crypto exchange does Pablo He-Man use? Well, Pablo uses this exchange that's non-KYC. That means you don't need to show any ID. That means they can't even see who you are. Then, of course, Americans can use it, right? So I made this deal. This link was BitUnix. Just by depositing, receive up to $200, right? Trade and win up to $35,000, but it's limited time only till June 4th, right? Chance to win a Tesla Model 3, Rolex watch, Apple Vision Pro, Sony, all these great and wonderful prizes. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube, then the link is in the description below. But if you're watching it on any other platform, that's okay. Just go and click on my profile page, and there's my link tree. The Stan link right there should be the first deal that pops up, right? First deal right there. Okay, let's get back to the markets. And remember, folks, only on the Pablo He-Man link. So it's interesting because, look, the news broke after hours on Wednesday US time, and this is how the US opened, with a gap up, right? This was the close, this was the open, a gap up, and then went down, and open here, big gap up. So essentially, this is how the market closed. And then the news came out was the court saying Trump doesn't have the legal right to put out tariffs on all the other countries in the way he did. Market opened it up 593. The close was 587, so a 1% jump on the open almost, and then goes down below yesterday's low and closes only halfway, just above halfway up. Why am I analyzing this one single candle? Why am I analyzing this one single candle? Why is that so important? And let's look at the volume. Volume quite average. It's because you want to see how the market is reacting to news. You want to see how the market, is this a surprise to them? Are they surprised by this news? Are they thinking this is great news? We're gonna go a lot higher. Now the thing is, if this was not, if the markets had a big reaction and kept on going up, and it was a big full green candle, then you can probably say something like, "Oh, look, this is something that the market hasn't anticipated before. This is great news for the markets, and they can keep on pushing up." But the market's reaction was quite lukewarm. It was good on the open, popped up, but then came down, right? Still higher than before, than yesterday's close, but it wasn't a great reaction. So what can we learn from this? We learned two things from this. One, either the market already anticipated this, which is possible. I don't think that's 100% the answer. Or the other answer is this. You know how when this news came out in the last 24 hours, I haven't commented on this to my Discord or to my social media yet, because the market is trying to figure out, well, what happens here? Because you have to be a constitutional lawyer. You have to be not just any lawyer, constitutional lawyer, to figure out what happens. Because Trump can reappeal this decision. He can put an injunction or a pause on this decision. He can also use like this is done through the IPPEA regulations in the U.S. Legislation, but he can use different parts of that legislation. It's like 299, 301, those sections. I don't want to go into legalities with you guys. Suffice to say, in short, the market is still trying to figure out, still trying to debate what would be the outcome of this, and can this really stop Trump and his tariffs? And you can see from that lukewarm reaction, the reaction from the market is that probably not. The market, that legislation cannot stop Trump in the long term, because he can still repeal that decision, whatever. But that would take like 6 months or longer. In the short term, he can try other routes, like get these tariffs actually passed in Congress, all that. If he really wants to, he can't stop him. So the market's reaction either way tells us the market is not all that excited. So on something as positive as this, the market's not getting all that excited. And remember, the other thing is that the whole reason that that the market isn't at a new all-time high yet, very close, but not at a new all-time high yet, is because of Trump tariffs. So the Federal Reserve hasn't been able to cut interest rates because they fear inflation. In fact, they're saying stagflation. They're saying very openly they think stagflation's coming. So now this is very good news, because if you stop Trump's tariffs, then the Federal Reserve can cut interest rates. If they can cut interest rates, and they can end QT, then markets would just take off. You kill two birds with one stone. The two baddest monsters that the market was spooked by, was fearing. One is tariffs, and because of tariffs, the Fed fears inflation or stagflation, so they would not cut rates, would not end QT. Both would end, right? Both would end if you make it illegal for Trump to raise to do these tariffs. And the market reaction was a pullback, right? So that's saying two things to me. One, the market, this is NASDAQ, is getting tired after this massive run up. Market's getting tired. Two, market doesn't think this legislation on Trump, on the tariffs, really works that well. It can slow down Trump, but if he really wants it, it can't fully stop him. So when the market doesn't go up much on good news like this, then I think the market is weak. that means we can have like a pullback and a chop here. So originally I said for the SP 500, which is the bigger index, the pullback can go as low as something like 570 or even 565. The really solid support here is at 565. If we were to come down here, one, because of this horizontal level, 565, this was the pivot top, and two, because of this rising channel, right? That's been in place for quite a long time now, since since this entire 2-year bull run, and we've bounced off this top area for a while now. So it's basically here, bouncing off this 565 area. If it comes down, very good area for a bounce, in my opinion. So far we haven't gone down there yet. Would not be surprised if we have some sort of bull flag here, like something like this. And by the way, the reason why I'm analyzing the stock market is because you can see how much they matter to Bitcoin. So something like this, if we get this sort of pullback, then bounce off this 565, 568 area, and then go up. That's entirely possible. So okay, let's have a look at Bitcoin then. For Bitcoin, I was saying that for Bitcoin, my opinion is that it's not that, because everyone's still very short. This is very green, we can see. The exchanges wouldn't want it to go down. Exchanges don't want it to go down, and then it's up to BlackRock to sell. BlackRock, whether they're selling or not, depends on if the stock market is selling or not. It's highly correlated to that. So if the SP 500, as I just showed you guys, if the SPDR ETF got down to 565, then I think Bitcoin probably bottoms out around this 100 or 100K area and then bounce. If not, if SP 500 doesn't even go down that much, then I can see Bitcoin bottoming out actually around this 103, 104 area, something like this, and go off. A blow off top coming. That may not happen straight away. We could still get some sideways chops. Like would not be surprised if we get a bounce up to 113K, 112, 113K, take out all the shorts, because remember there are a lot of shorts right now, Would not be surprised if we go up here, take out a lot of shorts, and then come down, go sideways, bull flag, and then go up. So be prepared for more sideways action, more sideways crabbing and sideways chop. Okay, so thank you for your time, guys. I'll catch you guys next episode.